So to get started,
sorry, don't mind me. I'm just organizing.
all good. To get started, we'll make a sketch of these circles that are going to become apples, and some of them we can turn them into apples that have been sliced in half. Afterwards, we'll fill in the color. So I recommend with a pencil that you draw lightly so it doesn't show too much when you paint over it. I'm going to draw darker so that you can see my example. So don't copy me exactly in terms of how light or dark it is. And I'll leave this one on the side as a reference. We're going to go ahead and do 3 rows, so make sure that each circle that you draw is about 1/3 of the paper. Sometimes I just use my finger to measure that. And don't worry about this being super perfect. We just want to get a general sense of where to place each apple. So I'm going to go ahead and start with one here. We can fit maybe 4 across each page. And if it doesn't line up exactly, we can draw in some cropped ones. And these can be like slightly oval or slightly like squares almost. They just need to be generally round. As you know, apples aren't always perfectly circular or always symmetrically shaped. And I'm able to do this quickly because I've drawn a lot of circles. If you need to do this more slowly and take more time, it's totally okay. And even if not all 3 rows fit on here, you can paint in or draw in. Hi, Kay. You can draw cropped shapes towards the bottom. Maybe on this one I'll do this chopped apple right here. So I want to outline it like this. Let's switch it up a little bit. For some of these, maybe you want it to look more like a side profile of an apple. You can draw this little divot at the bottom. I think I'm going to fit some right here too, because I made my first 2 rows a little bit too big. So I'll try to squeeze it in between here. Just loosely sketching. This will be off to the side. Feel free to use the eraser. Something like that. And see if you can make them touch. If not, that's okay. When these objects are touching, we can take advantage of that bleeding effect where the colors kind of go into each other. help or have any questions. Sherry's laughing pretty hard here. What's up?
I'm not sure. They don't look apples. That one looks more like a pear.
Yeah, only because it's longer. It's a bit taller. You can have more skinny apples, but if you want them more round and less tall, then maybe with these, all you can do is just make this a bit wider, because you do have some space there that you can use without having to take up the space of the other ones. Yeah. If it's looking like a pear, it's probably too narrow. You can widen it.
I have very heavy hands. So it does what it does in my hand.
Yeah. It's got a mind of its own. Well, then your artwork will always be a surprise.
Definitely that.
I'll give everyone a little bit more time to finish up. If you're waiting to get started, you can think about what colors you want to use. On this one, I used only colors on this side. Just a blend of all of these. It's really fun. The exercise I'd like us to do today is to use at least 2 colors per apple, so you can try blending different colors and see how they flow and get these soft edges here. And everyone's palette is wetted so that they're easier to use. Okay, I think most of us are ready now. So I'm going to begin. You don't have to use the exact same color that I do, but I do recommend staying within this range here for more realistic looking apples. Unless you want to get really experimental and make some blue and purple ones. I don't know if I would want to eat those, but I'm going to stick to these colors. For this first one, I'm going to just copy my own example. I'm going to wet my brush, load it with some water, and pick up this light green here, going back and forth to pick up lots of pigment. And then I'm going to apply it on here. Now mine's beading a lot because this is a new palette and sometimes it takes some use before it starts to stick to the palette. But for now it's going to bead like this. And I'm doing this so I can get a sense of how concentrated my water is. My paint here, and this is going to be a fairly light color. I can see how translucent it is from that, so I'd like it to have more paint, and I'm going to add more pigment. This will be my first color, and I'm going to put it on maybe half of the apple. My lines are showing quite strong here. So this is going to be 1/2, and then I'm going to try a different color on here. I think I like this yellow. I'm just going to go directly in there, and then paint right on top of the green that I applied to get it to blend a bit. This works for me because mine is quite wet, so it's not going to dry too fast anytime soon. So this one here is the light green and this yellow.
I'm just gonna be nosy and walk around.
Yeah, take a look.
This is a very difficult assignment for somebody with Parkinson's. I can't do it.
Oh, are you having trouble?
Oh, yeah. This is a real lesson for me, because it's the first time I've ever had trouble doing anything.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah,
So which part are you struggling with right now?
well, first of all,
Is it
I
really
can't
wobbly?
keep it smooth,
Mm.
you know. Yeah, this is,
Last week was easier because there were no lines.
Oh, I
I didn't have to create lines, I just stayed within lines, so.
Maybe today the focus is just to try to get the overall shape and let the edges be wobbly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
There's an action.
And also, you don't have to draw the sketch. You can go ahead and go directly in with the paintbrush and paint the shapes with this instead.
Work together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, give it a try.
We have a volunteer.
Now for the rest of these, I'm going to continue to try using different colors. On this one, I'm going to go with mostly yellow, maybe a bit of orange.
And we have a lot.
And notice how much water I'm using. It's, let's see if I can show the reflection here. This is how shiny it is from how wet it is. This amount of water will ensure that I can blend.
But a lot of us aren't watercolorists.
And if your apples are touching, you can let the colors from each apple blend and bleed into each other. If yours is not blending, it's probably because it's too dry. You try 2 colors for this one. I forgot to add a second color to my second one. Maybe this, oops, that can be my second color.
I'm in the process of looking for a different one. Because it has been expanded.
I'm gonna try red for this last one.
The conference room.
Using lots of water. I encourage you to try different colors. See if you can use all of the colors on this row here in different parts of your apples.
I think we should get together. Sounds good.
Anyone have any questions?
Well, I'm Jocelyn, whenever you guys
I think these are looking quite steady. And it's also easier if you rest your wrist on the table, it makes it more stable. I find it really hard to make a steady line if my hands float in the air. Unless I do it really fast, like as if I'm swinging a
That's the
sword or
thing.
something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's something we're obviously gonna have to learn to do.
Yeah, try out resting your wrist on the table so your wrist is not floating. See if that helps.
Appreciate that. I'm not a watercolorist.
For any of the ones where you've drawn a half of an apple, you just have to paint like a heart-like top. Like this. Or like a widow's peak if you're thinking of hair. Try blending reds and oranges, or even yellows or oranges with green. Try placing the colors in different parts of the apples. Also, experiment with varying amounts of water. For this first layer, you're going to need it to be more watery than less. Also that you can blend more easily. I'll try the dark green on mine. Oh. so far we've been getting by with a jug of water.
Well,
But-
sick is nice.
Okay. It
I'm
is
sorry,
nice.
those are beautiful. I'm sorry I left it such a mess.
Oh no, it's okay. These are meant to get messy and they're very easy to clean up too. So.
Nice paint, very nice.
Yeah, these are pretty nice because they're so concentrated.
Are
And
you used to changing
a bit
the
like
water
wash in that
a lot?
they're opaque and chalky a
I
little
don't
bit.
use watercolor usually. It's not normal to me. But yes, yeah.
You are using oils.
But then there is a famous painter that some of his best artwork was because he never changes water.
Oh.
He said, okay.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Maybe you'll have time to quiz her down.
Oh, she does all the cleanup.
Okay. Yeah, but do give it a thought.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me know, Bobby.
Yeah. Tuesdays at 1.
Okay. And maybe I'll see you next time here for watercolors. Great. Have a great day.
Yeah, she does some beautiful painting.
What kind of painting do you do? Different kind of painting?
She's advanced.
Oh. Is it acrylic or oil?
I think oil, she said no oil. Yeah, she had some of this exhibit in the post
This music's a little dramatic. Hold on, let me try a different one. How's it going, Wendy?
I'm determined.
You're determined or undetermined?
No, it's not coming. My crafts have been written up in magazines, and so this is really hard.
Mm.
Really hard. I did a book with crafts. I didn't realize it was, it would be, something like this would be so difficult because I've always done it.
Mm.
Well,
It's not as easy as it used to be.
is that?
It's not as easy as it used to be with the Parkinson's.
No. But all the crafts that I've done are crafts. They're not paint. They don't have to be. So they're rich as long as if you make a marionette, you cut out the line. It doesn't have to be exactly drawn because you can fix it when you cut it.
Mm.
If you're just cutting out fabric to put on a burlap wall paper, the days when burlap was used, I don't know. But I never had trouble. So there I am.
Well, I
It's
appreciate you
very
for the
interesting
effort.
to me that I'm having trouble. I just,
Yeah, look at the other side.
yeah. Well, the other side was worse. So I did improve it this way.
It sounds like with a bit of practice it got a bit better.
You're right, I understand that. You don't have much mobility.
Mm. Well,
But
maybe
with
consider
everybody who has physical issues, you have to make adjustments.
Yeah.
Like I work
Maybe you can consider this a loose sketch, and then don't worry about following the lines when you fill it in with the watercolor. I mean, it could be a loose watercolor painting instead, where it doesn't have to be so precise.
Well, but if all the classes require this kind of work, you know, before you get started, I think that it's not the classroom. Much as I thought I'd enjoy it, I mean, I loved last week because it was more free flowing and, you know.
Well, maybe
You
what we
gotta
can
let go of perfection.
Yeah.
Perfection is unattainable. It's
Clearly.
important to enjoy whatever happens.
Yeah, I know it can be hard too. I cry a lot too when I get frustrated. And so I think for you in particular, perhaps if we ever do need to do a sketch, I can help you with the sketch, and then you can focus on filling it in with the paintbrush.
Okay.
And or you can start without the sketch and just use the paintbrush and let the looseness of the paint and the brush
Yeah.
do this its own work.
You know, it's interesting, people say, I had no idea you were talking. So,
I'll give in your
I
like
get away with it.
arts and crafts. Yeah.
Yeah, but when push comes to shove, it's like that.
Yeah, maybe the tool for you to focus on is just the brushes and not the pencil, just because this is for very fine lines most of the time.
Yeah.
Today it's meant to be just a loose sketch. So
Oh, I have to.
yeah, we've got time. So maybe we can lighten up this, or would you like a new sheet to start with, and then you can start fresh? Okay. Let me help you lighten it up a little bit. And then you can just use this as a rough outline. It's not something you have to put inside of, but just to give you a sense of how big to make each apple.
But what is interesting, what is interesting is that they had to touch. And
It sounds
that
like they can.
was difficult, no? I don't know. You see, I analyze everything, because I am a perfectionist, which is terrible.
Yeah, it's no fun.
I didn't get mine all the touch either.
Yeah, I think Bobby had hers all separate, and that's like everyone's got their own style, so it's up to you whether you want to make them separate or touching. It's your artwork, and I'm just giving you some suggestions, but you don't have to follow it. Call me if you need any help. Beth, I think you've got an idea of what to do next then, the textures.
Trying to copy what you did for the pit, the stem end.
Yeah. Yeah, those are essentially just darker colors with less watery paint so that they come out darker and they don't spread so much. One way to make sure it doesn't get too wet is, let's say if I mix this dark green here, if this is loaded with too much water, I sometimes just wipe it on the palette to remove some of that excess water, and then I apply it. Sometimes it helps to have a test sheet of paper. Sometimes artists, if they don't have that, they just test it on a different part of the painting, but if you're confident, you can also just go directly on there. So this shouldn't have too much if I were to add. See, oop. Okay, so this is still pretty wet. I didn't notice that earlier. That's why it's spreading like that. I can fix it if I use a dry brush and remove that. Oopsies. Let's see. Some of this is still wet. for these middle parts, I used a bit of an orange mixed with some green to make it a brown, a light brown. And I'm using the really thin brush to draw or paint in these lines here.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah.
Apples and apples. I like your apples. They're cute.
It looks like everyone's got a hang of the blending. So good. So what did your team say about or think about the art fair idea?
Oh yeah, we're planning and inviting different groups. We also have a ceramics group, and then there's a quilting group and the crocheting. So we kind of want to include everybody.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a big part of the satisfaction of making art is also showing what you make and sharing with other
I've
people.
also been
So
looking for someone who can teach like a STEM, like robotics and
oh,
fun science stuff. If you know anyone,
yeah.
I've been looking for something like that, but I haven't succeeded.
Okay. STEM, huh?
What would we learn in STEM?
You can build different, like, have different science projects and experiments, like building robots or exploding volcanoes. I don't know, something. So I've been trying to look for someone who can do something like that. I would do it myself, but I don't. It's not my subject, you know.
Yeah, not mine either.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder where you would find someone who can do that.
Well, I posted on Nextdoor.
At a high
that's
school.
where I found you.
Yeah.
I did reach out to the high school,
Okay.
but since they're on summer vacation,
Yeah.
they did tell me to wait a bit. So
Okay.
we'll see. I think that would be kind of fun.
I think so too. Have you tried posting on like Indeed or other job sites?
No, not Indeed, but that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's where I looked first for the.
How
For
about
the teaching
volunteer
opportunities.
match?
I looked into that
Oh.
one, yeah. I
Yeah,
found
volunteer.
Cassie through
Next door.
Door. I posted and someone's like, "Hey, I have a friend," and then Cassie
Yeah.
reached out, and it worked really well. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. I was fortunate because a family friend of ours saw your post and she was like, "Hey, I know you teach," and then she
Yeah.
forwarded it to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you've been here ever since.
Yep. got plenty of time today. Apples and apples. I'm mostly waiting for mine to dry. I might have used way too much water. It worked out though.
Can I see your binder?
Oh yeah. So I just found these plastic sleeves on Amazon recently.
Oh, yeah. Can you send me the link for that? We can definitely do something like this.
And then they also have 8x10 for the larger pieces. So I'm keeping my like teaching samples in here.
These are the ones you made here?
Some of them, yeah. Mostly.
Oh, it's really pretty.
Thank you. We did that one I think like 2 classes ago. That was last class.
Yeah, please send me the links for that and I can definitely put something together like this.
Yeah. Will do.
They make watercolor art, I don't know, something, watercolor workshop.
Yeah. You probably need a really thick binder too.
Yeah,
If we're gonna start all the way through November. Maybe we'll use a few binders.
That's a good idea though, I really like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think about how to store everyone's work, and then I saw this. It's a nice way to also display it too.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice first layer. Great. And if you want to, on the ones that are dry, you can start to add some lines to show the stem or different textures around the edges.
With what? With pencil or with?
I would use more paint. Maybe this one you would probably have to use brown or black for it to show enough, like these dark reds. But these other ones you could use just red or dark green to kind of accentuate the edges, like on mine.
Oh, okay.
Let me show you some of the detail on this one. I just took the small brush, and I know you said you have a heavy hand, but maybe just try to lightly touch it, just to see how it feels and how it looks, and use the really tiny brush for this one. It's easier for the finer details.
Okay.
Yeah, or at least maybe try putting in the stems, and you can just do one stroke for shading like this one here that are on the very edges. Yeah, give it a try. Try using a different color than the apple color. It might give it some oomph.
Okay.
I don't think anyone needs me for the next steps. Looks like everyone's got it. This is still dry. And the suggestion I was just giving Sherry, I suggested for everyone, try using different colors on different apples. Like for this one that's more yellow, I'm going to try adding red to accentuate some parts with these thin lines with the small brush. Maybe I'll do this. Or if you don't want to do fine lines, you can make thicker, bigger spots using a lighter color maybe, and just paint along the edge. Make one line.
I do want to let you know it's about 11:44.
Okay.
So you have 15 minutes till the end of class and lunch time.
Okay. Yeah, we've got plenty of time. Some apples you can add stripes or big blobs of color. Because you know how some types of apples, I think like Granny Smiths maybe, have striations on them. So you can have lines going outward to show those kinds of patterns and textures. It's amazing how many different types of apples there are. Just as one tip, for some of these apples, you might want to add something like a U shape or a ring to show the part where it starts to curve in at the bottom or the top. It provides a little bit of shading to show the form of the apple. You can also add some shadow by adding a darker color on the outer edges like I am here. I'm not going all the way around, so it makes it look a little bit more like it's lit from one side and not too even.
This part, not so hard, because it doesn't matter where you go with it.
Yeah, and if you'd like, I would recommend try using this brush. It'll cover more ground and less strokes. Unless you like to have each individual stroke like these ones showing. The bigger one might be easier. Yeah, cute apples. Is everyone okay with us keeping your artwork so we can display it
In the
for an
GR.
exhibition in November?
What?
Is everyone okay with us keeping your artwork so we can display it for the art show in November? I think it's going to be anonymous, so no names,
No
just
need.
displaying the art.
That one, it'll break my heart.
That's
We
all.
keep it or you keep it?
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, which one? I was going to say either one, but I think it's easier if we keep it, unless you really want to take it home.
Yeah, we can keep it, or when it's time to, display the art, you can bring it back. It's
Yeah,
up to you.
actually, yeah, we could do that too.
I'd like to do that so that I can bring back the one I think is best.
Sure,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we want to plan in like an art fair in November.
Well, there's time, a lot of time.
Also, I do want to remind you that we have an Everything Chocolate social today at 2 o'clock. We did move it indoors because it's supposed to be like 90 degrees today, so it'll be
Whoa.
in the GRA area.
It's 90 degrees today?
It's supposed to be at 90 today and tomorrow.
I didn't even check.
It's something to plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
In your pocket.
No, it'll melt.
If you want this, you can keep it, Jocelyn, or you can toss it, whatever.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep it.
Because I would toss it myself, but it's I want to display some of my art, so I don't know.
Yes, we can definitely keep it for you.
Yeah, if you want to keep it too, that's fine.
Oh, boy.
I like the idea of if people do want to take it home, we'll ask for it if they want to display it closer to the event, maybe in October,
Yeah.
depending on when it is in November.
Oh, what's prettier is this.
Do you want a name on it then?
Actually,
That's up to you. If you
yeah.
want your name on it, you can. If not, it could be anonymous.
If you want it back, definitely put your name on
Or
it.
if you want to put your initials, that's okay too.
Okay, well, I'll just leave it then because I don't want my name on it. But
Yeah, your name can be on the back, and we won't display that.
I've got all my old stuff in a box. I just look at it and bring it back next time.
Well, that looks better.
Yeah, anytime.
I'll bring my gun. Because I'm going to go to lunch.
Yeah, it's 11:52 right now. You're always keeping track of time. Always on top of it.
Since this class has become pretty popular, I'm looking into getting a bigger space for us.
Oh,
Yay.
good.
Yeah, I talked to a few people who are interested, so.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
that way
fun.
More people, if they want to come join, they can come join.
Okay, sounds good.
Also, we have a outing on Wednesday. We're going to Huckleberries. If any of you independent living residents want to join us, you are welcome to sign up. It's next Wednesday. So we're going to go out to lunch. They serve breakfast and lunch there.
Exciting.
Okay. I'm going to take off, folks.
So long, Sherry.
Yeah, so long.
See you, Renee. See you. Have a
Yep.
good lunch.
Yep.
We've still got 6 more minutes, and then we can clean up for you.
Can I move the walker, Kate? Oh, sure.
Let me go home.
Do you want me to get a load?
Meredith.
Oh, yes.
Did you get it out of her way? Did you get it out?
Of course.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Sherry. See you next time.
Yep, you do. Take care.
You too.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Wendy.
Thanks for coming.
Appreciate it.